Welcome to Collage of Health. I appreciate you being here today, and I'm going to do the Akashic Weather Report and then just speak a bit about one of my teachers named Sote-san as he came through in the Akash today. And it seemed fitting to read to you a letter that I wrote to my family back in 2021 when I was starting to recognize the shifts that were changing in the world. I mean, I had been recognizing them for some time, but it was a marked awareness that I had in the fall of 2021 when I started writing letters to myself, automatic writing letters to myself, which were intercepted by the divine in some ways to get messages to me. So to start, the Akashic message, Hosanna on high, find the light within, and it will be clear to you. I saw extraterrestrial beings, and they said, go to your heart. And when I went to my heart, I felt the presence of Micaiah. And Micaiah was, it came to me that it was Archangel Michael. And then I heard one and the same. We are here to rescue many of you. And there are foundation pillars for you. And then I saw these two pillars that were this brilliant light, and I was held in this vortex of these pillars in this really peaceful space. And then all of a sudden I felt these guides surrounding the pillars, and they said, we are witnessing this for you. And then I went up to the higher realms and I felt Jesus present, and I was held there for a time. And then I couldn't hold myself there any longer, and I came down and came back into my body. So I thought for a moment we could just bring each other to this space of these pillars of light. So I invite you, if you would like, to ground your awareness. Take a couple breaths into your body, breathing in and breathing out. And just imagine that you are floating in this space of like a cloud, and you can feel these warm pillars of light on either side of you, and they're emanating this soft heat. And then just imagine this kaleidoscope of colors within these pillars. Maybe you see some purples or golds, reds, greens. Just imagine or feel into what you're experiencing as you sit in this sacred space with this cloud of love, these emanating colors, light vibration around you. And just breathe into this space. And just know you can come here at any time to this peaceful, safe place. It's carved out for you. And then imagine a guide, one of your guides. Maybe it's a loved one or spirit guide or ascended master, walking towards you with a candle of light. And just notice the glow of the candle. Maybe it has a certain color. Maybe the candle has a certain color. And just imagine your guide is handing you this candle. And you're bowing to the guide and they're bowing to you. And imagine the candle is expanding into this sphere of light. And the sphere of light is coming into your heart, into your body. And know that this light is always available to you at any time. Just take a couple more breaths into your body, grounding your awareness back in. Right. So now we get into a little bit of the rockin' part of the message. So take some breaths and let's keep going. So the old planet Pluto came through, the plutonic planet of explosive changes that only leaves what's left with integrity. And these explosive changes, excuse me, happen very slowly. So that the way Pluto works is it is like a gut job. So that's, I think, what our planet is experiencing. Anything that lacks integrity is going to be pummeled, basically. So angry seas. I saw like the ocean or the seas that were angry. And I saw myself typing, and they said, write it down. Alchemy. Your planet will go through alchemical changes and processes to shake off the darkness. I see the ascension of humanity, first a few people, and then it expanded out until it included everyone. Then I saw Sote-san, who was one of my Buddhist teachers through Won Buddhism. And in Won Buddhism, there's something called Il San. So it's this circle of never ending, no beginning, no end, no eyes, no ears, no face, just a beingness, just an existence without form, the formless. And then plutonic forces will be needed. And then I feel this urgency, and I'm pulled through a door, but I'm having to hurry to get to this door that's closing. And then I recognize that there's two parts to this. There's the dualistic part of rush, hurry, not a lot of time left, door closing. And then I got the message, no one will be left out of the door. It will be open to all. So it's just a matter of when. And time, again, is only a construct of earth. You will be catapulted to the new with such a force you won't know what happened. Remain calm and trust in God, for all things will be revealed in its own time. The masters of the universe will assist with this process for us. Then I saw a peacock and a dove, and Jesus saying, forget not the place you came from, the flecking soul of the divine. Peace will be had by all. And then the prophet Isaiah 36 came up. I see like this fall of the earth, kind of like a pit almost. And it said, forces, wait, it says, allowing light to prevail. Almost like a cavern, but the light would prevail. Jesus Almighty came up out of this cavern. So like the Almighty, the God force, be it Jesus or God itself, coming out of this cavern. The ascension will be followed by a circle of light and love. And the year 2026 came up as a pivotal year. This year, the start of ruins, cavalry, people on horses, almost like Paul Revere. So there was like an intermingling of the Revolutionary War and the Civil War that came through. First, like the Civil War, and then I was like, well, Paul Revere was a Revolutionary War, and then I thought of Pluto and the whole cycle. of Pluto in Capricorn returning after 253 or whatever plus years. So we have like a Pluto return to where it was at the start of our country. And then 2025, the spring, summer, a birth of a new nation, a new flag, restrictions, decreased food production, decreased harvest. 2026 to 2027 feels pivotal, a yellow color. The great seas will be turbulent soon. I asked for a sign and they said the wind. The wind will show you the sign. So kind of metaphoric wind and literal wind. The winds will pick up very soon. Take cover. Stay indoors for a time when this happens, which feels temporary. The plate glass windows of hope will shatter, but do not despair, as all will be well eventually. And then they said, yes, this is so. All will be well eventually. And so I'm going to just jump right to this note that I wrote my family, and it just came up for me when I was thinking about sharing today's message and the message that came through, because it kind of mimics it in some ways. So this was written on October 3rd, 2021. Will you help me write a note to my family? Dearest one, we are always here for you, of course. Where do you want me to start? They ask, and I say, from the beginning. Ah, but the beginning was so long ago, when there weren't people here. The inhabitants didn't care what happened from day to day. So I'm not sure what the inhabitants versus people were, maybe ETs of some sort. They lived purely on instinct. This is where you start, and this is where you will end. From there, things will go complex. Things were built, some structures that had credence, yes, credibility, will stay the whole time. For example, that of the earth that has depth and breadth. Other things came and went, so it is. Can you be more specific about right now? I asked. Well, sometimes this way of speaking is more meaningful, Chris. Our words are yours, they say. So to be more specific, structures will collapse that should. Most will, most will. Do you think that the inhabitants of the world thought much of your financial, health, or other institutions? Not at all. And so it is, so it is, so it is. All will be gone soon, and you can begin again and again. Create, destroy, until the cycle ends, and then beauty that is everlasting will remain. You think that your world is so important. Try to look at your bank accounts from the cosmos, your government, your neighborhoods. Get an aerial view. What do you see? First ants, then a spot on the horizon. Just a spot, truly meaningless unless you look at the whole picture. The whole picture is needed, just the whole picture. When you get myopic, you will suffer. You will suffer over things that don't matter. The cosmos is where God resides. Start to bring your awareness up and up and up, and then things will take on less and less importance. Over the next few months, do this every day. Bring your awareness up, and then angels will catch you and let you hover here a bit, and you will find ease. You will find ease when you get up to a level where you can see the commotion and know that you aren't in it. When you get higher up, you see no commotion, just perfection, just God's way, the way of the universe to make everything righted as has occurred since the beginning of what you mark as time. This is not hard, it just requires a letting go of the grip that you have on a world that needs to be righted. So, as the saying goes, woo-wee, doing this by doing nothing. Let things right themselves with ease, no effort. If you just go about your day and spend a portion of it reaching up and up into the cosmos to see the truly insignificance of it all, then you won't suffer. Does this help, Chris? Are we speaking enough? What else, I ask? Okay, so this will go on for a bit, this dismantling. And there will be players that are truly invested in the perverse way of having things be so. Just watch. Do not engage. Do not engage. Even if you want to engage, don't. Just lift your awareness like a plane that is taking off and go up and then recline in your seat. We have you. We have this. We will be working on the lower planes. If enough of you lift up and reach out to us, we will hold you and things will be righted more quickly. If you stay in a state of delusion, this will create stagnation. Stagnation will allow for greater disorder. From your perspective, it will be like you have gone in a dark room if you stay in stagnation that is full of furniture, and you keep hitting your head and your knees and go in circles bumbling about. Eventually, everyone will have to come out of the room. So for now, ungrip your hands of all that you call yours. Nothing is yours. It is just an illusion, here today and gone tomorrow. Is this enough, Chris? We think so. So that is the Akashic report for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. If you like, subscribe, comment, you know the drill. Have a good one.